What is up, guys? Luke McGuire here. Let me just chuck this on here for you all. Let me know if you can hear me all right. Should be able to. If it's too loud, let me know. Someone says echo. Let me try to turn this down for you guys. Is that better for you guys? If not, I can change the microphone over to a different one. Cool. Sorry guys about that. You know, I got this new microphone. It's one of those little blue Yeti professional things. Kind of looks like an old school microphone, but yeah, first time using it today, so I'm just trying to make sure I get all the sound right. Anne still says bad echo. Hopefully not too bad for you guys. If it's horrible, let me know. You can open up some doors as well. I am in a glass walled room in here actually. Cool, yeah, I said you can deal with it. If not, I can go ahead and chuck in my iPhone headsets, which is all right until I get it sorted. Nancy says a little loud. Maybe just go ahead and chuck down your volume a few little notches. That would then stop the loudness from where you are. Cool, actually, or just while I'm here, I might as well chuck these headphones in. Or actually, no, I'll just move it away from me further. That's probably better. Cool. All right, guys, let's get started with today's webinar. So who has been in the last webinar with us, webinar 2, and when we looked at how to sell to local businesses? People saying lots of background noise. I'm going to go ahead and chuck my iPhone headset in. I'm going to unplug this bad boy for now, and I'll get this sorted next time for you all. Is that better for you guys? That should be the trusty iPhone headsets. Much better. It's crazy. You can spend $500 on a crazy studio microphone, or you can just use your free iPhone headsets. Apple, you've done it again, right? All right, I'll figure out how to use this other microphone better next time for you all. Cool. So today I am on my iMac, thank goodness. Last week I was on my MacBook, which isn't the best for webinars because of how many screens you need to have open and question tabs and all this stuff. But my iMac last week decided to just turn off. So this week we are up and running on it, which is going to be fun. I basically, in today's webinar, want to go over, we'll continue on from last week's webinar and also go over some alternatives of how you can use INBOXR with affiliate marketing from the first webinar. Now, I know there was an offer in the first webinar. That offer is now closed, guys. So, but if you still are interested in the affiliate marketing side of things, how can you get involved in some cool affiliate marketing products that are either launching now, launching in the future? Sell at INBOXR, and I'll give you guys 50% of every sale you make. So give you guys a free alternative to actually get set up with some different affiliate programs if that's the way you want it to go as well to monetize online. Now, again, because you're a part of INBOXR, I'm allowing you to sell INBOXR and I'm going to pay you 50% commissions of every one that you send through, which is a pretty good deal for the whole funnel, right? And we don't just approve everyone, yeah, because you guys are part of INBOXR, you guys will get approved. Now, what I want to do, people here keep on saying where webinars 1 and webinars 2. Let's go into YouTube, and then you just search my name, Luke McGuire. Actually, there's a lot of random Luke McGuires. There, here you go. This is me, Luke McGuire. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this into the chat box. But what you're going to do, and this is the last webinar here, webinar 2. I'll copy that link for you guys, put that in the chat box. You're going to come in here, you're going to hit the big subscribe button here if you haven't subscribed, because this is where I post all of my videos to my YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe, give it a nice little like, thumbs up if you enjoy it after you watch it. This one went for about an hour and a half. Today's webinar, don't want it to go for too long because again, we're just recapping some things over the past two webinars. So really ensure you've got a focus or understanding of these two areas of affiliate marketing and INBOXR and selling INBOXR as a service. Then next week, we're going to continue on a bit further, but today we're going to create some bots in a few different niches as well. We did that last week with the real estate niche in this video here. People loved it. If you haven't watched it, watch it after this webinar today. Put a number 2 in the box if you have not watched webinar 2. So, lots of people have not watched it. Go ahead and watch this webinar after today's webinar if you can, because again today we're going to ensure that we don't stay on here for too long today. But in saying that, get a lot of value across and then have a lot of fun doing so as well. So okay, cool. Go ahead and watch this webinar here. Now today, let's first start with getting you guys set up with INBOXR. If you wanted to go, actually, let me show you first. Everyone knows how annoying it is getting smashed with different launches and products coming out in the affiliate marketing world, right? You can write me in the box if that is you. Let me put my webcam on for a second. I probably look like death at the second. Hold on. What's up? Yeah, lighting's like that, not the best here right now. So the show here says, trust me, I'm on Team Grip Chick. If you guys watched last week's webinar, we actually did a INBOXR campaign for a local real estate agent and built some bots out for him. This is the guy here, Team Grip Chick. His name's Adam Gripchick, and this will be backwards for you guys right now. Yeah, this is that's his new little marketing shirt here. But I said, good marketing tip for you guys. This says, if this had just said Team Grip Chick, I would have said, oh, that guy's on Team Grip Chick. Because it says, trust me, I'm on Team Grip Chick, I almost feel that I have to second guess, do I trust him? Because they're asking me to trust him, you know? So I never like starting sentences with trust me, because you instantly think to yourself, oh, well, I never thought not to trust you, but now should I think not trust you? If that makes sense. Write me if that makes sense, or write yes if that makes sense, right? Yeah, exactly right. Cool. Okay, so today let's go ahead. Where was I going with that? There was something I was getting at. Cool. INBOXR. So yeah, if you guys want to sell INBOXR as a service, or if you want to sell the affiliate program of INBOXR, which means you say to your friends or anyone that you know, or business people, or do Facebook ads, whatever it is, saying, guys, do you want the best all-in-one Facebook and Twitter automation bot? This is where you get it from, and you get a special link from it. So let's go to inboxr.com/JV. Now, this is our JV page where we've launched INBOXR. Now, just to give you guys an idea of how the internet marketing world works as well, why there are always so many launches and people promoting all this stuff online and whatever it is, right? This is what an affiliate page looks like. This is what you basically probably open to the world about a month before a product comes out. So about a month before INBOXR came out, we had this page ready. And this essentially is going to get people ready for the launch. The launch week itself, launches have 1 week of like the cheapest price it'll ever be. There's a lot of scarcity. There's a lot of bonuses that are included, which is why these different guys do these big launch weeks. Now, I do a lot more prizes than most people. I give away 20 grand in every launch week that I do. But yeah, this is a place where you can come to really see what the launches, how launches work. Now, you want affiliates to promote your launch the entire week of an actual software launch, 5 days, 1 to 2 competitions. Your first and second days are usually your best days. Definitely the first day is always going to be the best day for you. That's where you have the most support, the most scarcity, the cheapest price, everything like that. The next 2 days usually die down quite a bit. So this is why I have a weekend incentive competition, because I normally launch on a Wednesday. And the final 2 days are pretty good as well. The closing day is always probably the second best because there's the most scarcity in a software launch. Now, again, I just want you guys to understand this if you guys are going to be doing affiliate marketing, because and using INBOXR for that, which I'll show you guys soon, because this is how these launch guys and why a lot of them push these products on you. Luckily, INBOXR I think is an absolutely killer tool, and happy that you guys have all become a part of it. But lots of launches are just full of crap. Now you can come on here, you can see what the funnel looks like. There's usually demo videos if it's actually a solid product. And then what you guys, if you guys wanted to promote INBOXR, what you guys would do is you click on get links now. And then you would come down here because I'm already well, it's my product. If I logged in here, so you basically you would log in, sign up for a JVZoo account, which is essentially where the product it's how you get your affiliate links. So you log in here, and there'll be a button here that would then say get affiliate links, get your links, and you'll be given a special little link which you can then promote INBOXR to whoever you want, and you'll get 50% commissions, not just of the front end product, but of every upsell as well. So you can earn a couple of $100 for doing so, which is pretty nice, I think, just for referring people to our system. We do all the work for you. We deliver the details. We deliver the access, everything like that. All you need to do is get them to click on your link and buy through it, and you start making money. So go ahead at some point and do that. I'll put the link over here. It's www.inboxr.com/JV, just inbox and the letter R. And you can go ahead and do that there. Now, if you want to see launches that are coming up, so basically, if you want to be prepared to see what INBOXR is going to get smashed with by other marketers. Again, I don't promote many products whatsoever, so you don't need to worry about that from me. Muncheye.com is probably the go-to site for launches that are coming up. So these are all products that are coming up in November, December, October. So you can see how many product launches come out all the time, right? So we're still in November here. So the next month, so say here, look how many launches there are going to be in the next month of products. And not being rude, but 90% of them are probably going to be shit. Not being rude. Obviously, that's just a made-up stat. But whenever people ask me to promote their products, guys, I always say, yep, okay, let me have a look at it. Just provide me the top 5 benefits of this tool, the top 5 competitors, and the top 5 result-based testimonials from customers. Where can I actually go and have a look at live results from customers of this tool? And it's funny, well, it's not funny, it's kind of sad. That's when the conversation usually ends with me and a lot of these affiliates that try to make me promote their products. They can't provide me results-based proof. And at the end of the day, that's what I look for mainly when I promote anyone's product, that it actually gets results. I can physically see those results, and then I can replicate them pretty quickly as well, which are my 3 key areas, right? So at the end of the day, we want to get results. Now, someone says, how do you know which ones aren't crap and which ones are good? Well, the big launches over here, these are essentially vendors that have been approved by Muncheye or scanned by them to be seen as quite good, or have done lots of sales before. Now, lots of sales, that doesn't always mean like results on every product, but more trusted affiliates here, I guess, as well. So let's go down and have a look at, I don't know, let's have a look at mobile agency apps. Now, this is, I might be looking at this tool in future, which is pretty cool. It's a, but you can see here, hasn't even got a JV page here, but they've got it here. So this Foxy should add it up in here as well. This is a tool that essentially, I think, yes, you can see me here because I promoted one of his old products, which is really cool. It's called Zapier, which essentially allowed you to make iPhone applications and Android applications just by dragging and dropping them and selling them as a service. So I could see that type of product could be sold as a service. It's funny, I never knew he used that video. We actually filmed this video in Portugal last year, which is cool. So that's one option there. Let's have a look at Russell Brunson's on here, but he hasn't even gone and put his what affiliate network he's launching on. Let's have a look at Ali G Insta leads. No, see, no JV page here. That's in November 10. See, again, that's a bit slack, but you know, Ali's a good guy, so I'm sure he'll sort that one out. Let's have a look at Cindy. Cindy's another Australian here. She's got a JV page here. But it's a good place to go check out what these launches are and what they're trying to promote, and really to see is there results. So let's see. Keyword research, video finder, video brand editor, traffic with our video publisher. So I would watch a demo. I would see, can this actually get results? Is it good to be used? You can see a bunch of affiliates that support her launches. It's a bit more rough around the edges, JV page, but it gives you the details you need. Shows you usually who the team is. So these are probably the 2 developers, I guess. But yeah, you can have a look there. If you want to be a part of it, there's usually get links on all of these different pages. Get your affiliate link. So that's a good place to go to. So yeah, Derek says, why is so much crap sold? Good question. So I'm probably seeing these products pretty good here. I think it does what it says it does. It says world's first video software. I'm not sure if it's the world's first video software, but maybe what it does is. But Cindy's a really good person, so I'm sure she has. It's a solid product there as well. But yeah. And Julie says, I've purchased so much junk over the years, it's sad. Yeah, so the thing is, guys, whenever you buy a product, you need to think to myself, can I see myself using this in my business? And secondly, not being dumbfounded by the giant claims they can make on the sales page. Now, a thing I've noticed that we all, and this is a good marketing lesson to think about, if you're going to be doing local marketing, if you're going to be doing affiliate marketing, if you're going to be, whatever you're using INBOXR for, use this concept as a marketing whole. Now, a big thing of, like, at the end of the day, if you don't know how to market, INBOXR is not going to be as helpful as if you do know how to sell. So one thing when it comes to a lot of, especially in the make money online audience, in the low ticket space, so the $27, $15 to, I don't know, below $100, I guess you could say, a lot of the time we buy products, including me, we buy products because it makes us feel good about ourselves. We buy a self-help product and we feel like we're doing something really good for ourselves. Now, we're just buying it, but a lot of the time, because we've read something online, we've trusted someone's opinion, and we're feeling good that we're doing it. And if someone else recommends it, that reinforces that goodness, and you get a dopamine spike in your head, right? That dopamine makes you feel good, but when it wears off, you just feel crap again. And how do you then replenish that? You then buy another product of self-help, right? You trust someone else online. You don't really stop and not be impulsive and think, okay, how am I going to relate this to my business? Do I even have a business yet? How am I, if I do, how will this really benefit my business? And if it does, how am I going to implement it right away? Write me if that makes sense, right? Write me if that makes sense. I'm sure, and it sucks sometimes to realize that we do buy things to make ourselves feel good, but we do. And I'm sure a lot of us haven't really noticed that yet. I noticed it maybe a year ago. You know, I have I'm not sure. I don't really share this with many people, but I have something called high functioning ADHD, which essentially is a lack of dopamine production in the brain. And I only got diagnosed with it maybe about a year ago, 2 years ago, and it really explained a lot of my behavioural impulsivities and traveling around the world going crazy and buying supercars just to get these dopamine spikes, right? And it led back to school. At school, I didn't really like doing a lot of my schoolwork and stuff, so I'd be a class clown to get a dopamine spike. Everything revolves around dopamine. If we eat food, we get dopamine spikes, right? And marketing is essentially, how do I make someone else have a dopamine spike? And I think I'm going to trademark that saying. I'll do something with that, because that's essentially what marketing is. People can say marketing is about making someone believe they want or need something. But one step further down from that is how do they feel like they want to need something? Is they feel like they need to get a rush from it or a dopamine spike from doing it. That's why people eat bad food, because the second they bite into that food, they get that dopamine rush of feeling good. You know, when you're really hungry, you're starving, but the second you see, even when you see that food coming over to your table, your body starts releasing dopamine. And then the second you put your mouth on that burger, you get a dopamine spike and you're not hungry anymore, even though you've only had that little bit of a bite, right? It's crazy the way it works. Ryan says, buying digital products online gives the same rush as why women go shopping offline. True, but a lot of women go shopping online here as well. You'd be surprised how our friends probably a very even playing field here, women to men here, in this on this webinar today. Anyway, Melissa asked for webinar one. Webinar one is in the Facebook group. I'm going to add it to the training tab. It's in my that one's not on my YouTube channel, but I've emailed it out a few times as well. Yeah, David says marketing is not a logical purchase. It's an emotional purchase that later justified with logic. Very, very true. If you guys, side topic, if you guys ever want to read a really, really good book on, it kind of relates to marketing as well, but I think it's really good for everyone to read. It's called Emotional Intelligence 2.0. If you guys don't know what emotional intelligence is, it's essentially, obviously we have our intellectual intelligence, and this is just to get in marketing, but then we'll get into some INBOXR training because I know I sidetrack sometimes. But guys, intellectual intelligence is things that we know we should be doing, right? Like we know we shouldn't be buying every internet marketing product in the world, but sometimes our emotions get involved and we go ahead and buy them anyway, right? Or if you look back, I don't know, the book's really interesting. It talks about how like with like crocodiles, for example, if they have kids, the kids swim away from their mum right away because otherwise the mum's going to eat the kids because there's no emotional side to it. It's just their intellectual intelligence saying, I'm hungry, I need to eat. So it talks about how does our brain then, how do we build this emotional intelligence angle and how can we really overstep our intellectual intelligence and make our intellectual intelligence almost obsolete in decision making sometimes if our emotions are running high, and why that is and how do we control it better. And it's a really good book to read if you guys ever get a chance. It's called Emotional Intelligence 2.0, Ryan. So cool. William says, yes, that's anyway, let's just jump back into INBOXR here. So if you want to be an affiliate, JV, inboxr.com/JV, hit get links, go ahead over the get links page, and then sign up in here and then get your affiliate links will be over here for you, which is pretty cool. Now, back to INBOXR itself. We had two brand new features, come out this week for you guys as well. I don't know. Let me see if I can find. Oh, it wouldn't be in. Let me get the Facebook group up. Hold on. So here, this is not my training. It's funny how sometimes in these groups, in these groups, how sometimes I can repeat something a billion times when webinars are, but the message doesn't get out to users, which is frustrating. Let's just say we are on webinar right now. Check your email for the webinar link. So what I was looking for here, I was looking for the update where we had all of the different new features that were coming out. Who saw the new features? If you haven't seen the new features, I should say, write me. So I want to show you guys these right now as well. You guys are funny, some of the pictures you guys post in here. Okay, if I can't find it now. Anyway, there's a bunch of new features coming out. Let me see. I think I have it on the starter webinar too. If you guys can see that probably a bit better, hey, maybe not. But video messages, is the first thing we decided to include for you guys. So if you look at webinar 2, there's a bunch of new features we are adding for you guys for free. They're completely coming to you guys for free. They are from your recommendations. Again, the recommendations that I've added to our ticketing system. Again, for support, use our ticketing system, please. And that's where we found a bunch of these. You can see some due and end dates. This was last week, and we've already got a few of these now added into INBOXR. One being video messages. This was a huge request of users to have video messages in. So let's go back over here into INBOXR, and I'll show you guys where this is. So if I wanted to create in any form of bot that you're creating, let's just say I wanted to say, let's create a new one saying, thank you. We've already done a thank you one down here. Let's just call this one thanks. And then I can either use a pre-selected message that I've already made, or I can create a reply, which is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to say this video reply, thank you. Now, it's good to make these really, these titles really well known. Sorry, very specific to what it is you're creating, because then you can use them in other areas of your bot later on. So we're going to hit save. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and hit text first, saying, thank you so much. Now, we can go video. And the video option then adds a little video part here, where we can upload a video to be sent as a response in INBOXR, but the maximum size is 25 megabytes, right? 25 megabytes is the highest we can go. So let me just see what sizes these different videos are here. And I'll show you guys, if your file's too big, how we can go ahead and see this one's 14 megabytes. So that could go up here. It's a demo 3.1. Now, there's a thing called Handbrake. If you guys put another one in the box if you have a Mac, number 2 if you have a PC. Because I'm on a Mac right now. Let me see. So it's about an even playing field. So I'm not sure if this tool is on PC as well, but this tool is on the Mac. If not, someone here, I'm sure in the comments, can tell me what an alternative is for PC. But I'm going to open up this tool here called Handbrake. It's a free download. Just Google Handbrake. And what this allows you to do is go ahead and upload a file. So what was that one that we wanted to just have a look at then? Jaws 3.1. This one currently is 14 megabytes. Now, this obviously will fit into INBOXR, but what I want to do is make it smaller. So what I'm going to do is hit web, upload it here, hit web optimized, hit the web optimized button here. I'm going to rename this, I'm going to call it comp, as in compressed, just for argument's sake. Now, you can change the quality of it and whatnot, but I'm going to leave it as is. And then I'm going to hit start. And down here, it's compressing this file to make it a smaller file size and pretty much very similar quality, right? Done. I'm going to head back over here into INBOXR. And now I'm going to select that file. I'm going to find it. Now it's only 2.4 megabytes. Oh, sorry. Can you guys see that? Oh, you guys can't even see it right now because I've got the file option here. Guys, everyone said Handbrake's also available for PC as well. Awesome. So now this file is 2.4 megabytes versus 14.6 or whatever it was, right? So I can go ahead and upload that. It's uploading the file. Might take a little bit because I'm on webinar streaming as well, and I'm in Australia, which is notorious for horribly slow internet. But you just let that little bad boy go on, and then you can upload videos and save that as your response, which will then give users a response to their actual whatever keyword response is here. Now let's use this in a real world example, right? Yeah, remember last week, if you haven't watched webinar 2, go ahead and watch it afterwards, and this will continue on from that. Last week we were using INBOXR for a real estate agent. Now, let's just say, for example, let's go to analytics, lead generation. Oh, so here we go. Look at that. There's our video. I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to hit done. I'm just going to hit save again here just to make sure. It's always good to save it as many times as you can. Now I'm going to go ahead and go comment response. And it's going to pull all of the different comments, all the different posts I've done on this fan page. Now, for argument's sake, we're going to say, this one's got a lot of links on it, which is why it's not populating the image here very well. But let's just say, for argument's sake, that this post here was of a specific house, right? Because we're selling this as a service to local real estate agents. And I'm going to go to a local real estate agent and say, hey, let me show you what I can do for your site. See this property here, last week we used Tambourine Street. Let's just say keywords, let's not even do a keyword, say, and essentially what we can do is we can say anyone that comments on this post about Tambourine Street saying, hey, we can say, hey, would you like to see a video walkthrough of Tambourine Street? If so, right, yes, thanks. And we're going to hit save here. And because the keyword we set up before was thanks, when I respond with the word yes, thanks, it's going to trigger this keyword here. It's going to trigger this because the message contains thanks. It's going to trigger this specific reply, right? And again, we can go into here and we can go to our video reply, and it's going to trigger this message here. And imagine if this video was the video walkthrough of that actual property. A lot of real estate agents, they get these videos done for their marketing, for their actual real estate hub site. So like, for example, here in Australia, a big one people use is realestate.com.au. And I could go through here and prospect hundreds of different real estate agents, right? A lot of these guys will have actual videos. Or what I could do is I could take these images and simply put them into a collage. There's a lot of collage creating tools online. Even on your phone, you can create them, and they'll create video collages. So you can just use these images as a video, which will look pretty damn cool in the actual page as well. Now, that's pretty cool, right? So that feature has now been added to all of your inboxes, absolutely free. Terry, sorry, mate, says, where can I find the replays? Watch this webinar again afterwards. I'm going to post it in the YouTube channel. I'm going to post it in the Facebook groups. You're going to be emailed it. It's going to be added into your training section. We've covered that already in this webinar, mate. But now you guys can see how this works for videos. Now, on top of that, we have added it in a quick reply option. Now, imagine if I said here, the video post here, then I said something like, would you like us to send you some more information? If so, let us know if I email or phone. Now, I would go ahead and add in a quick reply. I would add in email. I'm going to go back to this in a second. And I'm going to add in phone number. Now, it won't display here, nor will it display when you go into the test bot, because it's you personally saying it to your own fan page. But with customers, they'll get clickable links for email and phone number. And if they hit email, you'll be then given their email. If they click phone number, you'll then be given their phone number, which you can check in your audience here, but it'll also sync over into your autoresponder, because again, we integrate with Zapier or Zapier, depending on how you want to pronounce it. I'm going to open, let me just open another one here. We're also going to be moving INBOXR.com, like this login page, to INBOXR.com/login shortly. So we're going to go ahead and go page manager, page settings, and then, let me select a random page, I don't know. And then up here, you can click on integration. And in integration here, up the top here, it'll show you how to connect to Zapier. Zapier then essentially is a place where you can, any information that INBOXR provides, you can then send that information to wherever you want it, to a Google document, to an Excel spreadsheet, to a autoresponder like Aweber, MailChimp, whatever it is, absolutely free. We integrate there. So your page manager, page settings, integration. Cool? Cool. Now, the other thing, the new feature we added in for you guys as well. Now, not previously, if someone clicked on the email or phone number and you got that information, what then happens is you will get the information, but there was no way to then follow up and respond from there. What you can do now is if they click on email, for example, you can then select an actual response trigger to be sent to them here, right? So any of these previous responses, we can then send to them here. Now, how do we get one to actually be added into this section? We have to have the pre-written message already made. Now we can go ahead. I'm just going to save this for a second. Save, done. And let's go ahead and we can just create. We can create anything. Let's just create a new. Well, we can even just do it as a keyword or something. Let's just call this sequence. Let's just call this email response. And clarify for email response saying, property. I'm going to say, right, we will send it directly to your email now. Boom. You add an image there, happy face, whatever you want. I'm just going to save this for the top. Oh, let's even do that now. Let's add in a little image. Save that, hit done. All right, save again, just because I like to double email response. That's funny. Now, anyway, I'm going to go back here into lead generation. Sorry. What was I showing you guys then? I sometimes get mind blanks when I get so excited about all these new features. Video reply here. So I'm going to message tab, video reply. And then we're going to click on the email here. Then I'm going to select email response property. Update there. Now I can create another one for the phone response. Say, hey, you can ask your phone number. Thanks so much. It's a really personal way to then continue the conversation, right? Rather than just them clicking email and then nothing following up. So that's another new feature we have added for you. Ryan says, where is the Zapier needed? So Zapier is another, it's free for you guys if you want to add it to your email autoresponder. So basically, when INBOXR pulls the information, it'll add the information over here to, let me save this, to the audience tab. Now again, it's only me currently right here that's been added because this page is currently offline. But from here, if you want to pull information out of here and add it to your autoresponder, I use Aweber. MailChimp's another option, which is great if you're getting started, I guess. And what you can do in Zapier, let me go to Zapier.com and show you what it is really quickly. So this is a page where you can, if I wanted to connect this app, let's just say, I think it's called INBOXR, unless we haven't made it private yet. INBOXR, yeah. Let me just, I'm going to change this screen. Oh, let me just go ahead and do it anyway. I'll do it here for you guys. Page manager, page settings, integration, get INBOXR at. So this is our INBOXR, and we want to add it to Zapier. You guys all have this option in your INBOXR. Accept the invite because we made it private for you guys. So if I want to then connect INBOXR to another app, I can do that through here. So if I want to go, I don't know if it's here. Maybe it's up here in the apps. I'm making a new Zap. That's what I need to do. There's a whole video I've explained in here. Let's see if I've got it in here. INBOXR, here we go. And I want to trigger a new email subscriber. I want to save that and continue. I can connect my account, whatever I want to do to INBOXR, but let's pull up this other tab for me here. Anyway, go through it here, and then you add in your next step, which is going to be what action you want to do. I want to action it to, let's say, I don't know, MailChimp. And then I can add it into my MailChimp here by following the steps. Then basically the email will go from INBOXR to MailChimp. When it adds as a new subscriber into MailChimp, the first welcome message gets sent out of your email autoresponder as well. And then you've got that user on two separate places. You can contact them via email in future. You can contact them via INBOXR in future, right? And this tool is free up to 5 zaps, right? What a zap is, it's a step. So for you guys in this instance, going from INBOXR to Zapier to MailChimp, 2 or 3 steps there, right? So it's free. It's when you go for over 5. So say you wanted to then go from MailChimp to then be sent over to your Aweber account to then be sent to your offline CRM system or something like that. It might start costing after 5 zaps, right? So if they do not put their phone number in and they put their email in instead of their phone number, so you're saying if they put their phone number instead of their email, would it go through Zapier? Yeah. Well, not in this case here, because at the end of the day, this is just purely for email auto responding. If you want it, you can't really. Well, there is Twilio, which is a paid service to send automated text messages, but essentially what you'd be wanting to do in this case is be building a list that you then call the physical people up when they give their mobile number, right? That's what most of these people would want to do. So Zapier will work with SendGrid and Get Response. Yep, completely will work with Zapier with SendGrid or Get Response, no problem at all. So cool. That's that one there done for you all. Now, moving on from that, let's create another bot here. Let's create a sequence here. Actually, that's what I wanted to mention to you guys as well. Let's go here in the Facebook group, because I think Manpreet, our head developer, mentioned the other day. By the end of the year, essentially what Facebook are doing, they're going to be asking you to basically just verify your messaging accounts. It's a safe thing Facebook are doing. It's something that every tool is going to have to face. Not every tool, sorry, every user is going to have to face. It's not going to affect INBOXR at all. And if you're using INBOXR right, you are going to be fine. Let me see, where can I find a search tab? Search this group. It was in December, that's when it's happening. I'll find it for you later. Let me Messenger. This one here, this is the bot. And if you guys ever want to search the group, you can use this tab here. So this is what's going to be happening at the end of the year. So you're gonna have to request permissions from Facebook for messaging broadcasts. Now, what a broadcast is I'll show you here. And again, you'll all be fine with this. It's not going to be a problem for you all. Doesn't cost anything. It's just a free. Just them approving you, just like you get approved for a Facebook ad account. In our broadcasting tab here, so bot training broadcasts, we can go ahead and create a broadcast. Now, broadcast is if you want to mail all of your audience on, all of your INBOXR audience on through INBOXR here. So I want to send a broadcast. There's 2 different types of broadcasts. One, a subscription broadcast, which essentially is providing value, and it can't contain ads or promotional materials, but it can be sent anytime you want, no matter what their last user activity is with your page. This is what you use to essentially re-engage them, to respond to you, or to provide value, or give them a discount to your restaurant, or to a local business's restaurant, or give them top 3 tips of weight loss, and then they respond, and then you send them an affiliate promotional offer. This is what you use to provide value, essentially. Now, as a promotional broadcast, you can send ads, you can send promotional materials, but it can only be sent to subscribers who are active in the past 24 hours. So someone that's responded to your fan page or messaged you, only 24 hours after that, you can actually send sales hard related content. Now, again, I like to use Messenger to really just I guess, to mold and to make that customer feel good. And provide value to them, and then sell to them on an actual website, right? But if you wanted to sell to them directly in Messenger, you can do that fine, but you're only allowed to send one message within 24 hours window of them responding to you last. So then if you send that one message, then you want to send them actual just subscription value only information, you can. But that's the two here. Now, this is a Facebook rule. This isn't our rule. This is what Facebook enforces. So we have this in here, and if you're using these fine, you're going to have no problem getting this option here, getting approved by Facebook, which I'll show you how to do in a second. But the reason they've done this is because some tools don't follow the rules as such and have these two options here, or tell you what they mean. So what that actually is going to result in is people just blasting users with promo material over and over and over and over and over again, giving a bad experience to that customer and end user. And Facebook was basically trying to monitor that so that doesn't happen in future. So if you're following these rules, you are going to be fine. I think Manpreet, my developer, put a link in here. So it says, section under your page settings. So page settings, and then there's a button that says subscription messaging. So if you have a fan page, do that now, subscription messaging. Let me just go ahead and see if I can find it in my actual fan pages. And you don't have to do this until the end of the year. It's December 31. But let me go ahead and let me see section under page settings. Let me just pull up a page saying that was that Christmas lovers. Now, if I go to settings, messenger platform maybe. If you guys have found this before, let me know. We've got INBOXR here, and here so here, subscription messaging request. So if you're getting down here, hit the request button on your fan pages. May as well do it sooner than later, because again, by December 31, every bot online is going to be requesting it, and it might take some time. Not many people are going to tell you this type of stuff until it happens. So go ahead and request it here. Cool, I'm just reading some comments here. How do you set up a bot to remind people about your webinar? So if you're doing a webinar every week, this is how you would do it. You would go back in here into INBOXR, you would create a sequence, and we would call this webinar sequence. Actually, I'll put this on someone else's. We create a new sequence. I'm going to create a sequence here saying after 7 days, or after say 6 days. And then we're going to add in another message after 12 days, after 21, if you're doing it every week, right? So you would just go ahead and create this sequence saying, and then you would go ahead and create replies for all of these saying, webinar 1, hey there, today's webinar starts at 1 p.m. If so, you can jump in, do so here. And then you would go ahead and add in a, I think it was a button. Let me just go ahead and see if I can do it here. URL. Let me go ahead and copy this, sorry, and add it in the button, text box button. And I want to add in a link saying sign up and watch webinar here. And then you put in make sure you use http://www.webinar.com. Whatever your webinar link is, you put in there. Add that, it adds in the button here. Maybe add in an image. And if you set your webinar up so every single week, it's already set up on the same link, you only need to create this webinar once, right? So save, done. And then here, I want to go webinar 1 here, webinar 1 here. So every week, it's just going to follow up with that actual sequence. And then you hit save here. Make sure you hit save. It's then created that sequence for you there. That's a cool way you can then create a sequence that's going to be followed up every single week with that message, with the link to that webinar going live, which is pretty cool, right? Joanne, yes, you can do that. Efren says, how do I build a sequence that responds to any comment right away? And Chris, yes, correct. Same with Zoom, same with GoToWebinar, you need to do it the same way. How to build a sequence that responds to comments right away? Well, whatever comment you want to respond to on a post, you need to go into lead generation, comment response, and then you have to have the response here in the auto reply. Now, unfortunately, right now, due to Facebook setup here, and we're looking at a way to them to improve this, they're going to have to respond to that post, and we can then say, hey, would you like more info on this? Say the word yes, if so, for example. Then if they say the word yes, in Messaging Hub, we can go to, bot training keywords, set up a new keyword for the word yes. And then when they respond the word yes, then they get the response here. Now, that's why in the first response in the lead generation, in the comment response, you want to provide some value in this post itself. So if it's about something, you can just tell them a joke or do something to provide some value because you're messaging them. You want them to engage again. So provide a little bit of value, then have them say yes, or you can just split test it with trying to say, okay, well, have them say the keyword. But we're going to try to see if there's a way where we can add in an automatic response pre-made with images and whatnot here for you guys as well. Derek says, how often do I provide these webinars? Every week, guys. Every week for a few more weeks. We're doing these fun ones here. Then we are continuing on with the webinars for our VIP training members. Again, so these ones here are free for everyone, and then we've got some in-depth ones further with our VIP training. Thank you. How about if I want to remind my subscribers every few hours leading up to the hour, just like the reminders go out 2 or less hours before the webinar possible? Yeah, that's possible. So the way you would then do that is, what Teresa's saying is, okay, how do I then ensure I respond to them 2 hours before a webinar goes live in, say, 2 weeks from now? We would go back over here into our messaging hub, into our bot training, to our sequences, webinar training. We essentially would change, instead of going days, we would go hours, and you would find out simply what, I don't know, so what 12 days is in hours. So you go hours to days. This ideally isn't the best way, so we'll see if we can find a better way to do it. But say if I wanted to do 12 days is 288 hours. So then I would take that 288 hours, and I say what if I was going to be at 290 hours, right? 290 hours, it would go out on that time, right? Or I didn't realize we actually included this yet. You can say go out on this day at this time, which is going to be much, much smarter. Now, I told my development team to include this. I didn't realize we actually had. It's on that time zone. We'll see if we can add in a way to change the time zone for you. But there you go. So when someone says, if they're on a sequence and type in something that's not on the quick reply, like a survey, I just want to reply, to write whatever they write. Can you give me a bit more information on what you mean or an example? No problem, Teresa. We can use apps to add chatbots to our CRM also. Use apps to add chatbots to our CRM also. As in the chatbot information, yeah, you can use it for whatever you like. How about if the bot wants to rhyme us? Cool. Okay. Ask me any other questions here now, because again, let's just go with what you guys want for a little bit, because again, we're coming up onto the hour. I didn't want it to go too much longer. But if you guys have questions, let me know here now. Alexander says car service companies could use that to remind their customers of their service requirements. Yep, that's a killer one. So imagine that. Let me just go ahead and pull up a document here. Oh, so we didn't even use it here. Imagine being a car service company and you wanted to let someone know that the car service is coming up in 360 days. Or say that they come into your the car establishment, and you say, guys, we'll send you a Facebook reminder of when it is that you're going to be, of when it is that your car's going to be due. And we could add something on their website that they then, we could add in a widget on their website that then adds them to our actual audience here. Pretty cool. How do I import a flow from another bot program? It's totally depending on what bot program you're going to be using, and it's we don't integrate directly with other bot programs. Neither do other bots or other bot programs, I believe, because I guess they're all competition. Other bot companies won't like you coming over to INBOXR. Do you know how much slack I've been getting from other bot companies for offering a one-time investment, adding all these features in? They're angry at me. A lot of them are saying you're just trying to compete on price, and while price is a big competitor here, since every other competitors are the monthly fees or really high expenses, that's definitely not what we're trying to do. That's one part of it that we want to give value for the one-time investment, but yeah, we can't actually directly plug into theirs and add it into our sequences here. You're just gonna have to sit down once and rebuild them. But one feature we've got coming is being able to then create sequences here and then copy that sequence over to another fan page. So you don't need to rebuild this sequence in different fan pages. So say you have 10 restaurants, you want the same sequence to be provided on all 10 different fan pages. You'll be able to do that here very soon. Glenn says, yes, the other competitors hate your guts. Yes, they do. Don't worry, Derek, I will let them be angry. They can be jealous. It's totally fine. I've got some pretty tough skin. It's all good. Yeah. Thanks for the use of explanation. INBOXR doesn't use diagram map flows like ManyChats does. Can we import flows? So we're going to be adding flows in very shortly. It might even be added into my account here. Let me just pull up let me just pull this up for you guys. Oh yeah, that's one thing I want to show you guys as well. We haven't turned it off here. We turned it off on mine now, but the option to actually have, the mind map style flow. So this person flows under here, instead of sequences like this. We have that option for you guys as well. Now, another section I was going to say to you guys before, say for example, in the welcome message, we want to say, hey, and then we want to actually have in a person, we want to say their name. So personalized options, say I want to copy this. First name, great to meet you. Then it's going to pull their first name and say, hey, I don't know, hey, Bill, nice to meet you. If I can help you, I love that here. There's other personalized options here as well that you can use and copy. But that's a little feature we've added in for you guys as well if you haven't used that yet. Birthday notifications for restaurants and dentists. That could be a cool one. Let me see if we can pull the actual birthday for them. And we can say something, full name. And we can do something like thank you, Mr. McGuire. Something like that. And then we use the gender one here to use our gender to ensure we get male or female, right? Pretty cool. That's a nice little feature for you guys there. Can you use it in your timeline, as in your personal timeline? Not sure. One other feature I wanted to show you guys as well was my font changer tool, www.facebook.fbfontchanger.com. This is a bonus I gave to you guys that I don't think I've actually sent it to you all. So here you go now. It's a tool I use to change the actual font on Facebook. So, and you might see this in something like that saying, hey there, Luke McGuire here. Here is our font changer. That. And so I want to copy all of that. I can then paste that into, let's go Christmas lovers, into actual updates. And this is a great way to really stop people in their tracks when they're scrolling down their fan pages. Change your font on Facebook. Maybe I want to use this one. Maybe I want to use, I don't know, this one. That really stands out. Free tool for you guys for being a part of INBOXR. Who didn't even know that existed? Write me in the box if you didn't know that existed. Cool. There's a nice little free tool for you guys there as well. So fbfontchanger.com. I created this tool for you all. I put it in the chat box as well. fbfontchanger.com. It's a cool little addition for you there as well. So yeah, what I want you guys to focus on is either go out and think about now how you can use these new features for local businesses. If you don't want to go down that angle, how can you then use affiliate marketing to sell inboxes? So how can you go out, create a fan page, say in the internet marketing niche or the luxury niche, or even if you just wanted to target ads or target your fan page to small businesses you can even do it as a local marketing service. So say you didn't even want to do any work for local marketing clients, but you wanted to sell them INBOXR. You could then create a local marketing business saying, hey, instead of being charged $500 a month, let me give you a tool right now that's going to allow you to automate your social media channels. Right, yes, if you want that, they write yes, you follow up with an automatic response with your affiliate link, for example, for INBOXR, and you can make sales that way as well. We'll go into some more detailed training on that because it takes a little bit to show you guys how to set everything up like that. But that's a nice little way to go over things there. Carousel image options is another something someone else just asked us then, INBOXR.com. Now we've got the list view currently, but we're going to have a way to better include carousel. But I want to show you this as well because I haven't shown this on a webinar yet. And I think it's important you guys know the features that we have. Let's just edit this one here. We have the list plus image. So you can go ahead and add in, hey there. Add in, I don't know. And you can add buttons to all of these as well and go ahead and add in multiple images. And I can keep on adding and adding and adding as I like. So this adds list versions here. Carousel, we're working on that right now for you guys as well. Joanne, font changer works on your ads as well, so you can use it in your ads. Good way to make your ads stand out. And any other quick questions we have here? Someone says, message scan codes. Can we discuss? Yeah, we can. No worries at all, John. Let's have a talk about that. I'm always down to hear what you guys want. If we are a new seller in JVZoo, can we have instant approval inside JVZoo to sell INBOXR to affiliates, or do we have to fulfill certain criteria. So if you're a brand new affiliate, you've never done affiliate marketing before, we usually have a delayed, we put you on delayed commissions, which means you wait 14 days until the refund periods being completed before we actually send your commissions out. But again, I'm very, very on top of getting our affiliates paid. So essentially, you just wait 2 weeks and you get all your commissions very, very quickly. It just ensures that we're looked after as well as a vendor, because you'd be surprised how many times we put people on instant commissions. They take their money out of their PayPal, say the refund comes in, we got a refund, and we actually can't refund the affiliate's commission back to the customer because it's been taken out. So then I have to do that with my personal money. I lose a lot of money doing that, unfortunately. But we do everything we can to save any refund going out. So you'll be probably on delayed for 14 days if you're brand new. Is there a limit to how many Facebook pages we can have on an INBOXR? No, unlike every other competitor, there is no limit whatsoever. Can you use Facebook Font Changer on ads? Yes, I said that before, you can use it on ads. And in saying that, I think we should wrap that up now, because we've been here for an hour and 6 minutes. Good time to finish, guys. So go out and use this. Watch webinar 2 again if you haven't watched webinar 2. It's in the section, it's in the comments over here. YouTube, Luke McGuire. I'll paste it one more time. Luke McGuire, hit subscribe. This is where replays will all be posted. And I will see you guys on next week's webinar and in the Facebook group. We should have some new features coming out in the next few days. So I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you had a good time today. It was a quick one, but go ahead if you want to watch some more. Watch webinar 2 again in the training videos. All right, guys, I'll see you all next week. See you in the Facebook group. Thank you all for being great today. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Thanks, guys. Bye.